Hey everybody, I'm ZXRyuu, here to help you wade through the minutia of gaming technology to help alleviate stress so that you can have more fun playing your retro games. In this video, we're just going to briefly talk about a new piece of equipment that I got called the RetroTink Transcoder. It's the COMP2RGB, so it looks like this. And what this device does is this allows you to run component systems on YPBPR into your PVM that only supports RGB. If you have a PVM like I do, the Sony PVM 1342Q that only supports RGB, you can connect 240p and 480i systems through this, and you can get a picture on your PVM that you wouldn't normally be able to. So this is just going to be a little quick video kind of going over how this works and what you can do with it. So anyway, so on the back side it has the YPBPR connections and then audio for left and right as well. On the side it has a USB micro USB connection for power. And then on the front it has SCART RGB, so this is Euro SCART. This isn't JP21. The RetroTink is made by a guy named Mike Chi. He started by just making the RetroTink that allowed you to hook up different things and pump them out to your HD TV in 480p. So you could hook up composite, S-video component, and you could hook it up to your HD TV in 480p. But recently he had made a RGB to comp, one that looks almost exactly like this, except the board is red rather than blue. But recently he decided to make another transcoder to do component to RGB, so this is the COMP2RGB. And this allows you to plug in any component system, so you can do the GameCube, you can do the Wii, the PS2, even the PS3 if you run that over component. You can put that through, and then if you have a like RGB to BNC connection or whatever, you can attach that to here and into the back of your PVM, and you can get 240p and 480i video. Now the RetroTink transcoder itself, the COMP2RGB, it can go all the way up to 1080p according to Mike Chi. But if your PVM doesn't inherently have any like component options, or it isn't 480p to begin with, you're not going to be able to hook up 480p to it. You can only go up as high as 480i. But the benefit is, if you have old consoles that you're running over like S-video or this kind of thing, and the picture isn't as good as you'd like it for your recording, you can get one of these. They're about $75, and you can hook up any component system into here, and you can still get a much better picture quality than you can with composite or S-video. If you do have JP21 equipment and you want to use the RetroTink COMP2RGB, you're going to need to get a Euro SCART to JP21 male-to-male cable, or you can just get you know, some other kind of cable that changes Euro SCART to JP21. That's what I use, because when I first started out with video recording, I used a lot of JP21 equipment. So I just found it easier to use some conversion rather than just get a whole new set of cables. So anyway, so that's what I use. So, but if you have SCART cables, Euro SCART cables, you can just plug an output cable directly into here, directly into your PVM, and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about any type of cable conversion or whatever. So anyway, so this little box again is $75, and it's really good if your PVM doesn't inherently support component video. But again, the PVM that you buy really needs, if you want 480p out of your professional video monitor, you're going to have to go out and buy one that has that functionality specifically. Using this device will not get you 480p. It'll get you as high as 480i. But again, I find that by the time you get to 480p, it just makes sense to kind of plug that into your HD TV and let it deal with all of that rather than try to do 480p some other way. So, but you don't have to. I mean, if you want to get a professional video monitor that's got 480p, they're really expensive. So, but if you can find one that just has 480i and then buy this little device, you might end up saving yourself some money in the long run. So, and I'm all about saving money with technology and equipment. So anyway, so this is just a little video to kind of update the RGB tutorials that I've been making just to show that you can indeed hook up component systems to your PVM, but you're only going to get 240p or 480i. So again, use the RetroTink transcoder, the COMP2RGB, and then hook it all up and you're good to go. So thanks for watching the video, guys, and we'll see you later.